Hey guys, Otter Samurai here. I guess the unplugging the phone is a glitch, and it freezes the game and kind of like corrupts it a bit. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be doing that. I'll try the phone ending later, but for safety reasons, I'm not going to go back to it. So, current time. Oh, you set the time to 12 o'clock. So after my big speech about how impressed I was that you weren't just inputting 12 o'clock, you go and do it anyway. I don't know how to feel about this. Or maybe, is 12 o'clock actually your favorite time of day? Do you truly just love 12 o'clock? Because if you do, well, let's just say I spent a long time being mad at the people who set the time to 12. Have I been unfairly vilifying them for their love of 12? Perhaps I have. Settle this with a slider. How unfair is it? Very unfair. Some people like midnight. Can I just say, regardless of whether it's actually midnight right now, I'm having a great time adjusting settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. Good to collect data. Wish we had more sliders. We got through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I could invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by next time you boot up the game. Ooh, so I'll have to do more sliders if I do another video of this. Okay. We can skip the beginning because we already know the beginning. That was in the previous episode. Yeah, we're back here. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so we're not gonna do the... We'll do this after the colored doors ending. Both of them.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, yes.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Not gonna go that way.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Damn it.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Shit. That's not what I meant to do. Fuck. I wonder if should I just start all my videos like copying other famous YouTubers? Will that give me the views? Just like, bow! Top of the morning to ya! My name's Jacksepticeye!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's the Otter and the Samurai, and it's the Otter Samurai. Ba-da-da.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, I want to get to the
Wow.
side stuff.
Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Yep.
But eager to get back to business,
Not really.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Goodbye.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright. Okay, let's try
Look,
this
Stanley,
again.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Okay. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Open the door. Get on the floor. Everybody walk this dinosaur.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door, okay.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
There's no door behind me. Oh god, I'm trapped.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue!
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
I like blue.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me
Follow
stop
the blue
you.
door road. Follow the blue door road. Follow,
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yes.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes,
Work
yes.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay, I'm gonna go through this door. Well, shit.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Alright, you want honesty? Here you go.
A one? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a one? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Let me out.
Let's take a
Let me
look.
out. Ooh. The Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. 91,724 doors open. Good old Neil is offline. Skid is offline. Nico Nacho. These are all gotta be fake. 21% of 3 plus 7. Blah, blah, fuck. This is you. You're dead last. You're the last. Yeah, fuck this. I don't want him. I'm definitely giving you one now.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
No, you give me a 1.
honest answers, please.
You can put me at bottom. Fuck
Hey,
you.
I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
I guess.
Let me boot it up.
The end is never the end. It's never the end. It's never the end.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh, Jesus. No, baby. No, baby. No, baby. Yeah. No, baby. Don't touch the fire. Baby, no touch fire. Baby, no play with fire. Burn, baby, burn. Just go burn, oh, burn, baby, burn. And the baby's in the fire. Burn, baby, burn. Just go burn, oh. Hardcore techno go right here. Oh, almost failed. no, my baby's burning. I want that baby back ribs. Yeah, burn my baby back ribs. Okay, obviously I'm not doing this for 4 hours. That's too much. Why was I talking to myself up here? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Okay, this is what happens.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Ooh, I wonder what game we're going to play. Play Pokemon! Oh.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
Firewatch.
Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
So this is Firewatch. Flora of the Shoshone. Blue spruce, cottonwood. Lots. The hell was that? Prairie fire, filari, golden aster, tailcup lupine, sagebrush, alder shrubs. You know, God was an alder shrub, but they called him an elder shrub because he was God. Wait, how am I on this but not falling over? I want to touch the propane. I want to bring the propane. Nope. Alright, so we got Firewatch. This is a beautiful open world. I should play this game. It looks beautiful.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
Look how beautiful.
It is. It's an open world game.
Yeah.
Good God, quickly, block it off.
No. Oh, you bitch.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any...
Don't you like... Hi, welcome to the Stanley Parable.
Thank heavens we avoided it.
We're currently in
Out of the
Firewatch.
woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Wait. Wait, I can get out.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Aw, I couldn't get out. Damn it. Hey, Rocket League.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get myself lost right now.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Hold on, let me get lost. Ball! I want to play with giant balls. I love playing with balls. Boom! Boom! Ha ha ha! Oh shit. Oh
Are you
God.
doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on?
Yes.
Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more
No, get in the
euphoric
goal, damn
sports
it.
experience. I'm going to try it out. Here
See,
comes
look.
another ball.
Look, oh
Hold
shit.
on. What are you doing?
Fuck. This is your home, ball. That's your home. You go into home.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story?
Deeper and deeper we go. Where are we? Are we in hell? Is this Silent Hill? Imagine like they put a monster in this section of the game, so like when you like get out, and the monster's like, ah, now you're part of the game forever. Add some horror elements to this game. Wait, should I go that way or this? Oh, it's the same thing. Never mind. A light. I see the light. 427, isn't that my office? I'm gonna be working for NASA. That's a NASA piece of ass. Okay, guess nothing here.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Very heavy.
He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world.
Your burrito.
Yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back.
That's a threat.
The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Oh, good, it's loading. Okay. Let's go find that one ending I saw. Or
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Soon network.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping, coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, I'm just gonna zippity-doo-dah here, don't mind me.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unwrapped, Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah, you're not allowed.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh, yeah. So peaceful.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, there we go. You know, we just need some Kenny G in here. It's like...
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
Feel like
It
someone's
was
going
a
through
stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Now we're gonna
read
escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it,
Yep.
the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ah, that's a bullshit. There's
The
no
door
way.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Did I now? Nah, I'm good. I like this creepy
At
hallway.
this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
There's no death here. What are you talking about? Red main table. I guess it's just fall to my death. Okay. Oh. Whee! Ow!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence
If you're
whatsoever.
happy and you know,
Stanley
clap your
can't see
hands.
the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped
If you're
forever in his
happy
narrow
and you
vision
know it,
of
clap
what
your
this
hands.
world is. Perhaps his death was
If
of
you're
no
happy
great
and you
loss,
know it, and
like
you
plucking the
really wanna
eyeballs
show it.
from
If
a
you're
blind
happy
man.
and you know it, clap your
And
hands.
so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Hey! Rude. Uh-oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Like the end of that Saw movie. Sure, okay. I'm Flat Stanley now.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
So wait, is
When
this a
every
narrator?
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see
Office.
now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Button sounds. Beep beep. Boop 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 boop. The two doors. Set two doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it. Exploration of the contradictions the room posed. Aha, interesting. Nature paintings. I like that tree. That is a nice tree. Corridor. Pacing of this opening section was important to get right. Corridor had been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. Filing cabinets. Hello? Office computers. Yeah, turn that off. No games. No data. Nice. The Office. I never really got into that show. Maintenance room. I really did. Like, I appreciate The Office for its humor and all that, but it's just like, couldn't get into it. Probably because it was so far into it, and I'm like, too late for me. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people like shooters, which was not our intention. Oh, that would have been fun, though. I don't like shooters, but that would have been fun. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. The lounge. I heard something skidding around. The apartment timer. Previous version, choice leading to the apartment ending. Timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, guess I'm not picking that up. Second version's functionality is the same as what's in the final game. Ooh, that's cool. There was an option to falling to your death. Of course. I never saw these before. Zending levers? The Z... Oh, the Z ending. Okay, I guess I can't pull that. The Zending. Oh, the Zending. Okay, got it. The Zen. Like the Zen room, just, you know, place to relax and meditate. Whoa. Trailers. 4 major trailers. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a portal. It was like jump right back in. Am I supposed to do that? Meeting room? I guess I was supposed to do that. Just begin the game again. Let's go through the red door. See what happens with the red door.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yep.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley?
It's blue.
It's great, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I got itchy on the face. Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
You?
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The 2 of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
You bastard.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
No,
And
I'm
I
gonna
think,
stop.
well, I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay. What you got planned for me, Papa Narrator?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
I feel happy. Guess what? Don't be happy. Don't worry. Be happy.
Right. Where were we?
The infinite cosmos of space's butthole. Stare into the eye of Sauron. Ooh. Mommy, I want to touch the explosive fires. Explosive flowers. Hey, it looks like me after Friday night. Okay. I'm allowed one gross joke. The hell is that? Kid with weird seal puppy.
Oh no! Stay away from those stairs. If
Why?
you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Oh,
We'll
really?
lose all of this.
Really? I don't believe you.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
You know, death is stranger than fiction.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
You want me to
Now,
go back?
can we please get back to the other room?
Okay, just for you, Bilby.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we
what
can
color?
both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Ooh, seal that hole tight. Alright, I'm gonna go kill myself. Sorry, I'm gonna go unalive myself.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Oh, I'll show you what good can come from this.
No. No, no. What are you doing? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Nothing you could say or do will ever make me change my ways. Ow!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Okay, big baby.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, but the space kraken is commanding me to die.
No, perhaps not.
Just send a message on comment on Jack's thing. He's like, do this ending again, but keep going back
My
after each
God.
fall.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm a narcissistic bastard.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
Killer mustache time.
I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I still thought that was possible.
Alright, yeah, well, happiness comes at a price. And this price is my life. I like how I'm just slowly walking each time I fall. Here we go. To the gallows. I climb to my death. Free falling.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yes, you are. The end is never the end. Now we could go look at the new content.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
We're gonna find out. Yay! Elevator ride! Or... I don't know, what if it gets in an elevator? Somebody give me a gun, I'm gonna do a light rusher. Pew, 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 pew!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Lovely.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Can I take this ride again? Nope, guess I can't.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Very much so.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Put my face against that.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Okay, let's go.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh my god, yes. Jump, jump, jump. Jump around, jump up, jump up, jump up, get down. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, I can't. I can only work it in here. Oh, I'm sure nothing is gonna need to jump ever again. Fuck, I can't jump anymore. Damn it.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Gee, I hope so.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
Yeah,
if this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Ooh, we got a new chair. We got Oblivion down there. We got a steel grate. Thank you for enjoying the new content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
You do it, narrator.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Let's do it.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always.
Aw, yeah, sure.
What do you say, friend?
I say, click, 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 click. You doing the tongue clicky thingy? Man, it's hot in here. Ooh. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look reset right. Right. That's the right way.
Psst! Stanley! Come over here! In the vent! I want to show you something!
No, but the door.
Oh. You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Oh, you bitch! Yeah. You know what? You call me a dork. To hell with you. Alright, fine. It's just the office anyway. Don't you dare call me a dork again, you bitch.
Never mind. You're not a dork.
Thank you. Coffee nut. Is that gonna drop on my face? No? Okay. Face is itchy.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well,
Yeah.
it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Okay.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Oh.
Take a look.
It's a portal. We're gonna play EverQuest. Hell yeah. Let's go.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've
Memory
been
Zone?
storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I love games like this that do fourth wall breaks constantly. They're just awesome.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind
Parable,
you of how
Collector's Edition.
wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in
National
October of
Geographic.
2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh,
Don't
the
forget.
waste.
I was a mere child of 22 when the game was released. Not gonna be 23 for another month. 2013, when the Stanley Parable was released. Wait, it's 2013, haha. Stanley Parable by the narrator. Remember the Memory Zone. Tap Stanley Parable, Mind Control. Cool. I like this. This is cool. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts to Stanley Bruce Straley. The Last of Us. They're like, that's our award now. You got this? I got this. Or that one with the communist Bugs Bunny. Our award. It's our award. Wait. Oh. I thought that was coming outside my room, the plane. Good times. The original remake. Stanley demo. Our first dollar. Trip down memory lane. I like this. This is cute. Smile because it happened. Unachievable. It's impossible to get this achievement. Can I get it if I click it? Guess it's unachievable. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. Or set your clock forward 5 years. We're not going to tell. Nominee. So the BAFTA, that counts towards video games as well? No video game releasing today. Creators surprisingly down to earth. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crises. Feels tough choices. Yeah, I'm sure it's super tough. Oh, it's kind of music puzzle.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the
saw you.
Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Man, I'm super happy they referenced those. Hey, I want to see the maintenance. Let's go. Knowing your city with a cock on it. So, like, I knew. Okay, so I had a feeling Skyrim would make some influence or reference here, but I didn't expect Persona 3 to be, like, in the mix.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Only 9?
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation, boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Hey, look, it's the doors. I'm gonna go through the blue door. Fine.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oh, it looks like shit.
What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. Whoa. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay, that thing almost crushed me. Can't go there. Wow, this is really the decrepit area of the game. You must really want to keep all the negative reviews out of public eye.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
There's skid marks on your underwear of a game.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Dick.
A skip button. Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Alright, let's skippity skip.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps...
Skip.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Yeah,
but that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it...
Clip.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah, whatever. I don't
care. Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
What the hell?
Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all...
Yeah, you keep sitting, buddy.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and...
I don't think about you at all. Where is he? Let me just skip ahead. The hell? Hello?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip you ahead there, buddy. We don't need your long-winded monologues. Can I leave now? Uh-oh.
The end is never the end, 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 is never...
The hell? Uh-oh. I see some water driven. That's not good. Guess we're gonna drown in here. Let's get past the flood. What the hell happened here? Sure, it'll be safe if I just skip ahead. Yeah, see, totally fine. Beelzebub? New life! Oh. It's beautiful. The new life died. This music sounds terrifying. I love it. Is this what the future will sound like when, like, humans have gone from the Earth? I don't like this anymore, I'm scared. I don't want to be here anymore. Please, just let me push the button. The button, please, I just want to push it. It's broken. It's a wasteland. My God, you did it. They blew it up. Damn you, all to hell. I could listen to this song on loop for hours. Hmm? No, let me stay in the future. There are no humans. It is peaceful. I never wished for this. Just wanted the future. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for today's episode. Everybody, thank you so much for following along. If you missed any of the action in the episode, will be my YouTube channel later under the Otter Samurai. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll probably do maybe one more episode or two of this. So, I'll see you next episode. See ya!